Published, 17:33 Eastern Standard Time, 5 March 2018. Updated, 2024 Eastern Standard Time, 5 March 2018. The pressure is mounting on Anthony Joshua to meet the challenge of rival world heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder sooner rather than later. And perhaps in Las Vegas rather than Wembley. The Bronze Bomber's demolition derby of a victory over the big-punching Luis Ortiz in New York at the weekend has transformed him into the 4/5 favorite, with Betway to be next in the ring with Joshua after AJ's March 31 Cardiff attempt to add Joseph Parker's WBO belt to his own WBA, IBF and EBO titles. Promoter Eddie Hearn has hinted at a preference for Joshua to bank one more outing before going against WBC champion Wilder in a war to find the first undisputed heavyweight king since Lennox Lewis. Deontay Wilder defeated big-punching Luis Ortiz in style in New York last weekend, but the bookmakers are responding to the clamor on both sides of the Atlantic for them to get it on this summer. Wilder's stock soared with his knocking down of Ortiz in the 5th round, courageous survival of a battering in the 7th, and then a pair of conclusive deckings of Cuba's King Kong in the 10th. He said, "My opponent was much more dangerous than Parker will be against Joshua." Hearn has been working towards an 80,000 capacity stadium fight, either Wembley or Cardiff, but the growing enthusiasm for Wilder in the US has his management arguing that they can all make more from 20,000 high-priced ticket sales at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, where Gennady Golovkin will again fight Canelo Alvarez on May 5. Each man has denied any concerns about fighting in the other's backyard. Anthony Joshua may take on Wilder in Las Vegas, rather than at Wembley in London. One remaining impediment is Wilder's demand for a 50% purse split, which Hearn is resisting because Joshua brings more belts to the negotiation. Joshua's alternatives after Parker include Kubrat Pulev and Alexander Povetkin, but these beasts from the East would not generate the same box office excitement as Bronze Bomber Wilder now. Furthermore, following the crises which enveloped Joshua in his fight with Vladimir Klitschko and Wilder on Saturday night, why risk delaying any longer? Master trainer Freddie Roach, having opened his doors to Scott Quigg, expects to be rewarded by a major upset performance in California on Saturday night. Quigg moved from Berry to Hollywood and Roach's wildcard gym after losing his World Super Bantamweight title to Carl Frampton in the only defeat of his career. After 2 years of the grueling sparring demanded by Roach of his stable, Quigg believes he is ready to become a two-weight world champion by defeating Mexico's WBO featherweight belt holder Oscar Valdez. Should he succeed, Quigg would join the small pantheon of British boxers to have won world titles abroad. As he approaches that task awaiting him at the StubHub Center in Carson, Southern California, he says, "This would be the biggest achievement of my career. It has been tough working with Freddie, but I believe it has been worth it. There is no such thing as soft sparring in the wild card, as he trains fighters to go for knockouts. The way he did Manny Pacquiao." Scott Quigg is to fight Mexico's WBO featherweight belt holder Oscar Valdez this weekend. Some of the earlier such sessions were against Valdez, and Quigg says, "He has gone on to build an impressive record, but we learned a lot about each other then. He has his strengths and appears to be coming into his prime. But there are also weaknesses which I believe I can exploit." Roach sees Quigg as capable of upsetting big plans for Valdez, saying, "Scott is the toughest test yet for Valdez and very capable of winning this one. He is very dedicated, very fit, loves boxing and lives the fighter's life. If Valdez is at anything less than his very best of 100% focus, he will be in real trouble. Scott is ready for a big performance. It has to be said that he needs to be." The undefeated Valdez has knocked out 19 of his 23 opponents and is being groomed for stardom in the US. He may prove to be a tougher customer even than Frampton and is conscious that he has much to lose. Also, the willingness of he and his team to take on Quigg as a voluntary challenger suggests they are confident. However, Roach is the master of surprise, and Quigg will give his all to prove that I was right to leave the UK and put my faith in Freddie. Valdez v Quigg will be televised live on Sky Sports late on Saturday night.